From my parents' apartment in New York City, it takes about 14 hours door to door to get to our house in the Basque Country. When I was little, this process felt like flying through a fairy door. The trip from Paris is much shorter, and I've discovered, since I moved to France, that this valley in the Basque Country is not, in fact, disconnected from the rest of the world. This Fey realm where skyscrapers do not exist, the first thing I do when my friends arrive is drive all the way to the top of the hill. You can't really understand where you are from the bottom of the valley. Each village is tucked into the crook of the mountain. Even I see the valley differently as I present it to my friends. I feel proud today to show them this place that felt far away and green and sleepy in my childhood. It's so beautiful, seen from the sky. The next best way to see the valley is to walk through it, which happens to be an excellent therapy for many ailments. My dad often says a walk is the solution to anything: headaches and back pain, anxiety and sadness, boredom and restlessness. He walks every day. When I walk through the fields, I think about the generations of farmers that have planted, plowed, and sculpted this valley and the blue mountains above us. Cultivated since antiquity, everything around us is shaped by them and their livestock: sheep whose milk makes delicious osoyirati cheese, and cows and goats and horses and pigs. The grass is green and tall, and all of this is man's design. Without it, the valley would be forest. It's said that the great dragon Herensuge ate the world and spit it back out again in flames, thus creating Earth. He fell asleep, lying dormant under the mountains. His great breathing is said to suck up wayward sheep, sometimes even shepherds. Might this legend come partially from the many chasms in the Pyrenees? Formed under a prehistoric ocean, these mountainous layers of solid granite and porous limestone are riddled with caves and chasms. The biggest cave in the world, accessible to tourists, is in this region, 245 meters in diameter and 194 meters tall. The diagrams at the Welcome Center show a dwarfed Notre Dame easily fitting inside. When the first explorers came across the room, their lamps didn't reach the far wall, nor the walls to the left nor right. They thought they had reached the outdoors at night until they looked at their watches and realized it was early evening in August. Water drips from the limestone ceiling as if it were raining. Sometimes a mist gathers inside, a subterranean cloud. In 2003, 4 people flew a hot air balloon inside the cave. My region of the Basque Country is the smallest on the French side and the furthest inland, but the drive to the coast isn't so bad, especially to go to a small beach, down a steep path, and read all day and eat a packed lunch of apricots and cheese sandwiches. When we were little, my mother would cut up fruit and pack it in Tupperware, keeping it fresh in a cooler bag while we built sandcastles. She would never take out all the Tupperwares at once. We'd greedily run back to her throughout the day, hungry for more watermelon, and she wouldn't open the bag until she'd reapplied sunscreen. Mothers are devious geniuses. I think of this every time I reapply sunscreen. Darian had never been to Spain, so we decided to check a country off her list for dinner. In a row of restaurants at the center of Ondarribia, we had 3 glasses of chilled chocolate, a Spanish Basque wine that sparkles subtly. On the coast, the specialty is seafood, fished locally. The cornerstone of Basque culture is the house, la maison, etxia. I love my parents' house, the paintings and knickknacks collected by my mother, the tomato plants and fruit trees tended by my father. I'm very grateful to be able to share it with you.